Hello and welcome back to Tika, Taka, Burnley. It has been a minute since we last came in. I tell you what, it's been so long that there's been an entire World Cup played, and in real life I gained a year. So we have literally done so much. But more importantly, let's look at the Burnley stuff and let's have a quick look at how we've been getting on since you've been away. Today I've brought in my assistant manager. This is Pickle. Hi Pickle. She's literally turned away. So this is how the mighty Burnley have got on since you've been away. We obviously lost 0-2. That's not how you say things. 2-0 to Oxford in the Cup in the last time out. Then we had an absolutely outstanding run. And when we were getting around here, I was thinking, you know what? We could be on for the Invincible season. Then Norwich beat us 5-1 at home. Now, we had a red card to Matt Loughton. At that point, it was 2-1 to Norwich. And they just took that and run and embarrassed us, frankly. But we came back with a 3-1 win to Wycombe just before the World Cup. So after those fixtures, that leaves us comfortably top of the division. We've only lost one game and drawn one game, so we've won 16 out of our 18. We're on 49 points and 11 points clear of second, and importantly, 13 points into the automatic promotion spaces. In effect, we're walking it. We're absolutely walking it at the moment. However, we have a slight change to the lineup today because Nick Pope is still on international duty. And you'll think, wait a second, I thought the World Cup was over. It actually isn't. The World Cup is still ongoing and England are still in it. They are in the semi-final against Brazil and the other semi-final is yet to be drawn. So for some reason, we've come back before the World Cup actually ends, which means we are without Nick Pope for potentially the next couple of games, which is a serious worry because our backup goalkeeper, Mr. William Norris, is probably good for maybe League 2 standard. League 1, apparently. League 1. Should be interesting with Will in goal. Let's hope he doesn't have to face very much. So yes, we play Middlesbrough today, and I think last time I spoke to you, Middlesbrough is second and we were first, and I said, I wonder where we'll be this time. Middlesbrough are ninth. They've really dropped off since the last few fixtures, so a game we would hope to win with their form. However, like I say, with Will in goal, you never know. I should go through the team because that's what all the professional YouTubers do. Norris is in goal with Loughton, Richards, Mari and Taylor, with Mal Salsa in front of them, Jack Cork, Jason Knight, Lincoln City, Cucho Hernandez and Ayoze Perez in front of them. Cucho Hernandez might be the best striker of all time, potentially. He scored 21 goals in 18 games, so he is absolutely outstanding. Hands in pockets. Let's go. The fans expect to win. They're all here. They're all watching in their droves. We've only lost one game this season, and that was to Norwich, who are ultimately the best team not in the Premier League every year, even when they're in the Premier League. But we go up against the might of Borough. I'm just going to make sure we're on key highlights. We are not. Good job I checked. As we kick off in the lovely sort of navy blue colour against Middlesbrough's all red. Lincoln City, remember him? I mean, it's been a while, hasn't it? He's pretty good. He's pretty good as well. As we play our vertical Tika-Taka style. With Jason Knight on the ball now. Gives it away to Taylor and Fry. And that's it. The moment I start commentating, the highlight ends. So we've been doing some a lot of streaming on Twitch with my Chorley save. So if you want to come and have a watch over there, you are more than welcome to. It's the same name as this channel. It is Y Callum. I'm just filling the time because ultimately this game is possibly the most boring game in history as it stands, with barely any shots. We haven't had a shot on target, so we are going to change something up. It's time to be a tactical genius. I'm going to up the tempo. And I'm going to get us to press. And this is what I've noticed in the last few games where I start to do this. It adds a bit of emphasis to the team and we tend to make a little bit more happen. As you can see, we've had one more shot off target, so I am a genius, as Norris now has a goal kick. Mari over to Taylor, Jason Knight into Jack Cork, Lincoln City, Taylor down the left hand side, cuts it back and he's tackled by Spence, and now the worst could happen, a shot on our goal. Akpom, Spence, Payero, Akpom. That man in the middle here, he looks like a danger man, him. He's just sort of floating crooks. But it's a brilliant ball over to Cucho Hernandez. I'm not even concentrating. Cucho Hernandez, he's hit the post. Oh, Cucho. He can't add to his 21 goals. And he is denied by the... It's not the woodwork anymore, but people still say it. It's more like the metal work. Jason Knight Cork, lovely ball over to Taylor. Taylor coming down the left, cuts it back to Ayoze Perez. Jason Knight shoots! Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Jason Knight. Ah, Jason Derulo Knight. Why do I say things sometimes? I've just ruined a perfectly good goal. Cork with the ball over to Taylor, who cuts it back to Perez, who cuts it to Jason Knight. And the curling effort, I mean, it couldn't be more in the side netting. And Jason Knight tells us that he is here right now. And he gives us a lead with our first shot on target. I think we can all agree that the increase in tempo made all the difference there. Keep doing all the good stuff. You're doing great. You're great guys. You notice that Borough have set up as a back five. Quite a lot of teams are doing this level at the moment, as Lincoln City knocks it into Cucho Hernandez. Is he off? I'm doing the waving finger. I think he's off. He's off, isn't he? Oh, it's very close, but I do think it was his left pinky toe. His left pinky toe was actually offside, which is very disappointing. Crooks into Akpom. Norris is going to be called into action here. Oh my word, no he isn't. What a miss. What a miss by Akpom as he balloons it over the bar. And the scores remain at 1-0. Jason Knight putting in a real shift now, as you can see, with Lincoln, and a lot more of those greens coming through now as we enter the final 20 minutes. Matt Loughton is very, very tired. A few of these lads have been away on international duty. Richards went away. Cucho went away. Obviously, Nick Pope is still away. I think that might be it. But there were a few missing in our friendlies. So we did have to mix it up a little bit. As Jason Knight is going to come off here for Collado. That's taken away that highlight. Sorry, everybody. Roberts into Cucho. Lincoln City. I want to talk to you about Cucho after this game because he truly has been outstanding. Taylor with the cross to Ayoze Perez. Collado. Taylor. Jack Cork. Lovely ball off to Connor Roberts. Roberts. Cork. Lincoln City. Collado. It's a patient build-up, and this is what we like to see until that killer pass can be played in. Taylor. Malsa Salsa. Jack Cork, back to Malsa Salsa. Roberts got a bit of space down this right-hand side now. Can men get in the middle? Cork, long ball. It's an awful pass. But Malsa Salsa, it's relentless here. So difficult to play against. Lincoln City, great ball through to Cucho Hernandez. He buries it, and this one is onside. It's his 23rd goal of the season. He's absolutely outstanding. When we signed him at the start of the year, I thought, he could be a good impact player maybe. He's quick. I didn't realise he'd be this good. Lincoln City plays him through, and Cucho is a good finish to the left-hand side of the net. And 23 goals. 23 goals in 19 games, may I add. Absolutely outstanding. And Cornet will come on for Taylor with the last 7 minutes, as it looks like we have sealed this victory. Why have I said things? Guidetti into Akpom. He's in behind. He's missed. Tuber Akpom has had an absolute stinker in this video, and he drags it wide, and the minutes tick away. No, they don't. We have a throw in. Look at me in this claret suit, by the way. And that is outstanding. Loom. Richards can't win the header, and Johnny Howson now plays it back to Hall. Jed Spence, who's now come over to left back. Very highly rated Jed Spence in real life. Connor Roberts into Jack Cork. Connor Roberts. Cucho, Lincoln City, Malsa Salsa with the ambitious outside of the boot pass goes to absolutely nobody, and Guidetti heads it away now to Jones. Great tackle from Cornet. Where is this highlight going as Cucho gets it? Ayoze Perez almost gets through. Collado now. Alex Collado makes it through. Oh, what a hit! What a hit by Alex Collado. It's an absolute beauty to seal the victory, and this is what I mean. There's not much going on in the first half, but we've ended up coming away with a 3-0 victory. And Alex Collado here, I don't know why my voice is breaking as I say it, but Alex Collado smashes it home into the top right corner, and it is Middlesbrough 0, Burnley 3, and we are, as it stands, flying into the Premier League. That is a fantastic result, but we're going to play it down. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Great result, everyone. Let's move on to the next game, which I believe is only in 3 days' time. I've only just noticed, and I'm not sure when she came up there, but we've got our second assistant manager. This is Luna. Hi, Luna. There she is. She's a dog. She's an actual dog. Anyway, back into the action. So like I was saying, I want to talk to you a little bit about Cucho Hernandez because he has been absolutely outstanding. 22 goals and 5 assists in 19 games with an average rating of 7.63. And if you look at how the fixtures have gone for Cucho, especially since sort of the Oxford game really, let's forget about the friendlies, 2 goals, goal, 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 2 goals, 2 goals, goal, goal, 2 goals, and then he's added another goal against Middlesbrough there. He really has been on absolute fire. He's been on fire, and in fact, now I look at it, how many games has he scored in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's on a 10-game scoring streak, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, now we say this, we know he's not going to score in the next one. He didn't score against Ramsbottom, but if I'm being completely honest with you, I'm okay about that. But what a run. Also, I haven't mentioned something that I thought I maybe should. With the World Cup, I was a little bit bored, and I thought, what do I do? I think maybe I'll make some transfers. And I've only gone and signed 3 players. So the first one is Mads Rorslev. He is a right back because at right back, Matt Loughton is a really solid right back. However, he is now 34 or 35. So we've brought him in from Brentford. He's played 6 games in the Premier League this season. He's been okay. I just think he's a solid right back. He'll have a half season to get through, and hopefully will then be better than both Connor Roberts and Matt Loughton by the end of the year. We've also signed Malang Sarr. We signed him for 1.5 million. Just another backup as a centre half. He can play left back as well, but will be a useful option there for 1.5 million. But yeah, you've all seen him. We've signed Jacob Ramsey. Now, this is an incredible signing, I think, for Championship Burnley. He's not really featured that much for Villa, but as a 21-year-old England prospect, to get him in is so exciting. And to give him, half a season of starting in our midfield will be brilliant. It does put a lot of pressure on Jason Knight, but I think having that pressure for places is really, really encouraging. So I am so excited about all these signings, in particular Jacob Ramsey. I mean, if you compare the two together, Jacob Ramsey is just more well-rounded. He's just a better footballer. The attributes, if we're playing him as a Mazzala role, he really is very, very exciting in this role. So you can see pretty much across the board, maybe work rate, stamina slightly beaten by Knight, but outside of that, he's just a much, much stronger footballer. So yeah, 2 great 21-year-olds to build our team around as we go forward in sort of the Tika Taka style. Okay, so for this game, we are bringing in Connor Roberts because Matt Loughton's picked up a little knock, so he'll be out for a couple of days, so he'll miss this game. But outside of that, it will be the same starting lineup. Will Norris, obviously, just off the back of his first clean sheet. I mean, we don't know if that's actually statistically correct. What a career he's had, by the way. I thought he's a young goalkeeper. He's 29 years of age, which is still young. Still very young. Very, very young, in fact. Maybe too young. But he is in goal, and he did get his clean sheet. So hopefully he will continue that fantastic form against 5th place Millwall. Will Cucho continue his goal-scoring run? I mean, I think what we can almost guarantee from what I've now said is Cucho won't score and Norris will concede. But let's see how we get on in the final game of the episode against Millwall Athletic Town City. I'm pretty sure that's their name. As we go out, they've not got scary fans, so I should be all right. They've got Troy Parrott up front, interestingly. Danny McNamara, good name. Bartosz Bielawski, who is a good goalkeeper. I like him. And Omer Rekic, who I believe is of Man City fame. Ex-fame, anyway. We haven't had a shot on target again, but that's fine. Now we have. See? That little bit of encouragement. That's all they needed. And we're 26 minutes into this game, and it's all happening. It's all happening at the moment. I mean, if we look down along the bottom, not much is happening. There's goals in places. Borough have scored. John Guidetti. Something they couldn't do against us. And we have literally had no highlights whatsoever. No highlights whatsoever. So that is really exciting. I'm sure you've all enjoyed that immensely. I'm going to say I'm not happy with their finishing because frankly we haven't seen any of it, so we're not happy about it. We are not happy about it. Will we get a highlight in this half? That would be nice. Let's see if there's actually been any shots on goal. There have. We've had 10 of them, but apparently none of them worthy of a highlight. Until now, as Jed Wallace surges past Taylor, but Taylor catches him back. Knight, Lincoln City, into Jose Perez, Cucho Hernandez, over to Jack Cork, who scored a couple in recent times, and it's well saved by Bialkowski. I'm going to struggle. Could we just call him Baza? Lincoln City crosses it to the front post. Mari tries to knee it, I think, and he crosses it, and again Mari heads over Baza's bar. And it is still 0-0, the first chance we've really seen in this half. But with half an hour to go, not an awful lot going on. So I am going to make some changes here. We are going to go into this beautiful screen that Football Manager offers us every single year. Jose Perez will come off. I was going to maybe, you know what? I'm going to bring on Tom Lawrence, and I'm just going to put him on out wide. This is not really something I've done before, and you know sometimes when you do a video and then you try and show off, but Tom Lawrence is going to come on the left. We are then obviously going to focus the play down the left, and we're going to get a bit higher tempo, and just like we did in the last game, we're also going to counter press now. So we're going to start putting a bit more pressure on them. I think when I look at our team here, we're having a good game. Jack Cork maybe is the next one to come off. We could bring on Cornet. Let's bring on Cornet down that left-hand side to just have two changes down the left and see whether that makes any difference as we go into the final 20 minutes of this game. Am I going to be heralded as a tactical genius, or am I in fact going to see no highlights? Baza with the goal kick now, as he knocks it long all the way to us, which is nice to see. Richards heads it back to Norris in goal, who throws it rapidly off to Connor Roberts, focusing down the right, exactly what I wanted. I definitely didn't say down the left. Cucho now into Connor Roberts, getting a rare start. Connor Roberts back into Jack Cork. Nice ball back to Connor Roberts. He's got four men in the middle if he can find one, but he can't, and now we give it away as Cadra collects it for Millwall. Back to Baza. Long kick up to Richards, who should win it, but he doesn't, and Fosu collects it really well on his chest like a magnet, like a prime Marwan Fellaini there. Mitchell. Cooper. He's a big man, Cooper, if I remember rightly. Jed Wallace getting in behind Cornet. They're using our left-hand side really well, and it's into the back post. And Reda Cadra has put it past the almost invincible Will Norris. And frankly, this is a disaster now. We're going to get Jason Knight off for Collado. He got a goal in the last game. Do we want to see this again? No, we don't. And it is 1-0. We're going. Oh, I don't like going attacking, but we are going to go attacking. I'm going to demand more. You know, Millwall are no slouches. They are 5th in the division, but it looks like we're about to lose this game. We've got 4 minutes to go. Have we got another sub? No, we haven't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Tom Lawrence up front, because that has not worked. Not one bit. Let's get him on as an advanced forward as well. That's what we play with Jose Perez, isn't it? We'll get Lincoln City on attacking midfield on attack. We're going to bring Cornet up to here. We're going to bring Roberts up to here. We're going to have a little bit more of a go. Even Mousa Salsa can... no, not this again. I've really struggled to get them into a 3. There we go. Beautiful. Right, let's go for that, shall we? And we're not going to focus down the left anymore. We're going to go there and go a bit more direct. Stop working the ball into the box. We're changing everything ultimately. I'm not sure how we do this in such a short period of time. It's like, Jack Cork, come over here. Right, distribute more. Go long. Stop going left. Go down the... Oh, Jack, I didn't tell you everything I wanted. It's an absolute disaster. Well, we have been FM there to an extent. We've absolutely battered them. We've got such a lead at the top of the division, which it doesn't overly worry me at this stage. And if I'm being completely honest with you, I think I will play quite a few games before we come back to the next one. I appreciate it's been a few weeks since the last video, but from my perspective, we are at a bit of a canter in this league. So unless the wheels start coming off, I think the next time I will see you is potentially, shall we say, February time if we get through January, because obviously I have now spent most of our transfer budget on these 3 players. So I can't see any moves happening there, but I'll probably come and check back in February and see how we're getting on. We are currently 10 points ahead. Will that still be the case come the end of January? So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Another win and another loss. I'm not sure why. I hope this doesn't become a theme, because we're not losing many games this season. My assistant manager found it riveting. Both of them did, actually. They absolutely loved it. They've been up on their feet the whole video, as I'm sure you've seen. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content for more Tika Taka Burnley. I apologise for the lateness of it. I also apologise for the fact I've been wearing an Everton shirt throughout this. I am an Everton fan, not a Burnley one, so I'm going to struggle to wear a Burnley shirt. But thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye. Double hand salute. What's that? That's not anything. I apologise. Goodbye. I've ruined everything.